Wizards fans, the OGs of the DMV are back. Sports Talk 3, baby. We're talking Wizards today, and we're live right before the game. The game is about to start, and the Wizards are on a 2-game winning streak. Looking good, baby. Oh, excuse me, 3-game winning streak. Looking good without Bradley Beal, baby. Looking good without Bradley Beal. Koozie Coos with the sweater is getting his game together. He's trying to get that check. He's trying to get that check, Wizards fans, because Koozie doing that thing, baby. He got the floater going, Deacon. Floater.
He was flying high last night.
He was flying high last night, and then your boy Porzingis, the unicorn, was putting work in the middle, popping threes, dunking on people. Porzingis is doing his thing. And then the rest of the players are just playing good good ball and contributing, man. Hachimura. Hey, we got a dude from the Go-Go's is playing that point, doing good coming off the bench, man. What do you think, Deacon?
I think he earned himself a spot on the roster, man, for real.
He definitely looks better than our number one pick, though, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think he's gonna go down to the Go-Go's for the rest of the year. No, I'm serious, because it really our team. As funny as it is, we're not dominating anybody, but we're deep. We're deep at average players. We don't need another one. You know what I'm saying? So your boy Porzingis was doing his job last night, man. He looked good. He was aggressive. They took a night off the night before, and then played last night, man, and looked like he was fresh. He might. It might be something to do with those. We call them
rest days.
Yeah, 2 play games and 2 games off.
Right.
But, he looked good. We got Kuzma. He was looking good, man. And we was almost too aggressive for the Utah team, man, because we're bigger than them.
Utah's been having a good season. We just dominated, man.
I think Olenek had an average game, but I think it was because Porzingis was doing his thing, man. He was doing step back threes, So to have him that big on the outside, and then you have Kuzma, he floating on the inside, and then you got everybody else who's just doing their job, man. It's like Rui came in, he did his job, slamming on people, Kuzma slamming on people. Porzingis was slamming on people. Even Denny got one, I think.
Yeah, Denny got one. I saw that.
And then you got Mr. Perfect, Kispert. Yeah, came up and he got his 3-point shot on like he was in college again. So it was nice to see, man. It was nice. It was almost a complete game. We do fail to put people away when we can. That game should have been over earlier than it really was. Right. Because we was up by 10 at one point, and then it went back down to 1. And I was like, oh, my goodness. Here we go again. The Wizards, cardiac kids, man. They like to keep it close. But, I think out of all the games, man, this was like a complete game, offense and defense.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide, man, the good book says that, the power to be, the higher power doesn't want us, he hates for us to be, of course, low, but he wants us to be with him. But he really, really hates the middle. He really, really hates the middle. He does not like us lukewarm. That's what the good book says.
The lukewarm weak joints.
We are, and that's what I see in our team is that we got some, like you said, some good players, but no great players. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because we have no great players, we can't take that next step to get that 2nd or 3rd seed. You know what I'm saying? Or that 1st seed in the East because of that. So it's kind of, but we sell tickets and we like 6th and 7th place or 8th place every year. We fighting for the playing game. And that's what I see us as right now.
That's where we at, man.
Yeah, we right in that middle.
If we could draft better, we probably would have a better team. The problem is that we got Kyle Kuzma, right? Now he's not a max player. Let's be honest. He's not a max, but he's a good player.
He's the 2nd or 3rd option. Yeah.
Porzingis, not a max player.
Second
good.
option. Second option, yeah.
Yeah. So we got a whole bunch of second option first players. You know what I'm saying? First,
I mean, I think really Bradley Beal is a second option. I think
he is too, but we stuck though. We stuck, big guy. I mean, are we supposed to get rid of Bradley Beal when we ain't doing nothing? He's our team. You know, he's our team leader. He's our team leader in all season in the community. We can't get rid of players like that because all you're going to get is two lukewarm, average players. You know, you're not trading a star for a star. Nobody does that. You know, unless there's a turmoil or something like that, you got to get rid of a player because of attitude or something like that. That's like us trading Bill for Kyrie. That's a star for a star, but that happens rarely. You usually trading a star to get draft picks or some bench players because you're full at your top. We don't have that option, so it's like we're going to have to pay Kuzma because he's good enough to be on this team and start, but he's still a second option. We're going to have to pay Porzingis. Why would you not pay Porzingis? Out of what he's doing now, what are you going to do? You got to get rid of him, and who else? You're going to put Gafford up front? You're going back down again. You got. It's like we get stuck with players that are good for DC, but just average around the league. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel.
Kuzi has a ring on his finger, so he's considered a third option. You know what I'm saying? For any team.
On that team, he wasn't.
He was a fourth option on that team.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, on our team, he's the second. He's the first option on our team.
Right
he's
now.
Just around the league.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. But I would be okay with our top three being Kuz, Porzingis, and Bradley, and then you fill out the rest of the team, man.
I'm just saying though, to be the up and coming team, like the team we playing tonight, the Grizzlies, Ja. The Memphis was in the bottom when they drafted Ja. They drafted top 5. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they got lucky because I think your big boy was out that year from Duke. And Ja just happened to be I think Ja was the second pick. I think they won the lottery and got second pick in the lottery, and they got Ja. You know what I'm saying? And Ja he's a step above Bradley. He's a step above. He's 2 or 3 steps above Kuzi. 2 or 3 steps above Perskin. You know what I'm saying? Those guys like that get you over that hump to get that ring on your finger, and we just don't have that. And they're not in sight either. I don't see anything in sight.
Well, that's why I'm saying we would have a better team if we drafted better. Our draft,
we always drafted 10th, 12th.
That's what I'm saying. We don't get that early draft. We got to trade.
Early draft is where they at.
You got to start trading now. You got to start trading and trying to get these guys out of college. You can't trade for somebody like that. The only
way we can get the top 5 pick is get rid of these second and third options that we have on our team, and unfortunately,
that would be tanking.
Well, I personally think the owner doesn't want to do that because that affects his pockets. He'd rather be lukewarm. Like I said, he'd rather be lukewarm. But as a fan, we've been lukewarm for what? As long as I can remember. I can't remember. Well, the last time we was in the championship game was 79? We were 8 years old then? We were 8, I think. You know what I'm saying?
We went pretty far one year with.
We 50 now, homie. We 50. We went pretty far with Wall. Wall and Bradley took us a distance.
Yeah, I'm into that.
We could never get beat. Wall and Bradley took us a distance. We never could beat LeBron back then. You know what I'm saying? We never could get over the hump and beat LeBron. Right. So that was the issue. That's why we ended up getting rid of Wall, and we made a good pick. Trey Z, we're talking about the Wizards and their 3-game winning streak and how good they looking. With these number 2 options and number 3 options, they looking good. Kuzi's doing his thing. The Unicorn is putting in work. We got a dude from the Go-Go's that's playing point guard, coming off the bench, is putting good work in.
That's right.
I like the team. We just don't have that number 1 player. We just don't have that Ja. We just don't have that Luka Doncic or that young LeBron or. You know what I'm saying? We just don't have that number 1 option on our team. If we ever get a number 1 option with the team that we got constructed now, I think we can go far. But we just don't have it.
So is it because we don't have a number one, because there are many teams that don't have a number one option like those people that you just described. A lot of teams, but they tend to compete. And I was talking on Twitter, a couple people. Is it because we are afraid or not allowed because of our $200 million man to run the offense through Porzingis or run the offense through somebody else, or to play team ball? So we don't need a number one, because a lot of people are saying, and I don't know if this was mentioned, that we play better without Beal. How are we playing better without our quote unquote number one? And people are talking about trading them or something. I'm like, you just can't. It's a lot. So I'm my concern is you guys don't see anything other than getting a person that we can't do nothing with the squad we got. Hell, Kispert was 100%. I've never seen Kispert 100%.
I know.
He was
talk about
he was on fire. He contributed.
Yeah.
He was hustling. And he took it to the rack. Then he took it to the rack. I mean, there were some things in the last game, man, that I thought was credible. You know what I'm saying? That I felt very good about as far as how they played without the number one.
I just feel like the team is lukewarm. Even we play our best, we a 6 or 7 seed. Even say that Bradley come in and be a true number 2 or give us a little bit of number 1 play, we still a 6 or 7 play. To get over that hump, you need that LeBron, you need that Jai, you need that KD. You know what I'm saying? You need some of these players, even like Tatum from Boston. You know what I'm saying? You need that guy that can get you that bucket in a tight game. I don't know if you remember, Tracy. We used to play. We had a good team with Wall and Bradley, but we can never beat LeBron. LeBron will always get us in the playoffs. You know,
the young LeBron.
The young LeBron will always
get us. Agent Zero.
You know what I'm saying? We had Agent Zero. Then we came back with Wall one time. Wall and Bradley tried to play him in the playoffs, and the young LeBron got us again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So those special players like Ja, you know what I'm saying? These guys, like the Grizzlies going to show you tonight, these guys sometimes can give you their points. Now, there have been some teams that won the championship that were good teams, i.e. Detroit Pistons, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I.e., who else was just a good team without a great player? I know Detroit was.
You talking about team ball?
Team ball. Who was a good team that won the championship? Just a good team besides Detroit. It's tough in basketball. You need them icons. You know.
Well, can you say the Celtics were that? They were the first to really symbolically have that big three with when I think it was KD was there.
Yeah, they had some dogs, man.
They didn't have a perennial number one.
Who they?
Your boy was
old. Ray Allen.
Yeah,
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen ain't no number one. You know that.
Paul Pierce.
At the 3-point, he was killing people.
I'm sorry. You said, are we talking number one player like a Ja, like a LeBron, like a Luka? Or are we talking about who's good at their position? Because that's two different things.
Yeah, but when I think of a number one option, I think of somebody who can get that shot anytime. Ja can get a shot anytime.
Right. So
when the play breaks down,
the Celtics did not have that because KG, he was old. That was his last hurrah.
They had Paul Pierce. That's who that.
Paul Pierce was never a number one nowhere.
He thought he was.
He
thought he was.
But you know what? That's great. And I appreciate that. I want everybody to touch the court, think they the number one, and play according to what the coach says they could play to. And so what I'm saying is, I was just using that team as an example of a team.
I mean, I give you Boston, but that was kind of like a big three. But I give you Boston.
It was a big three.
I give you the old Pistons with Ben, the old Wizards. We had the whole Wizards team, and they won a championship. Remember that? They had Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, and the rest of the Wizards. They had all the whole Wizards team.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Here's the thing. Here's how I look at it. If say we're like a 7-8 right now, right? Our team, we play hard. Our ceiling right now is 7 or 8. 6 if we really push it, right?
Right.
If all of our keys play.
Right.
If you take out one player, say you switched out Bill with Ja, would our team not go up?
Of
Will we not
course,
be a 5-4?
we might be a 2-3.
See, that's what I mean by number one. Someone who can push this team
I mean,
to the
KD
point
right
where
now is KD and nobody. He's like what 4-0 right in the last 4 games without Kyrie. So I mean, those all-star players, man, they don't need too much. You know what I'm saying? So I personally think if we get Ja, say we had Ja, might be a 2 or 3. We'd be fighting with Boston. We'd be fighting with the top teams in our division.
So Deacon didn't like him, but wasn't Wall a number one?
He was, and Wall did. He pushed us. He couldn't beat LeBron. He just could not get past LeBron.
Okay, but still, he was our number one, right?
Yeah. No, he was our number one point guard, but
he was not a number one player. Is what you're saying?
No, because he couldn't get his own shot. He was a 50-50 shooter. He wasn't a great shooter.
But I'm saying Wall was dominant. He
can get to the rack, but just shooting.
I felt like Wall was a really close number one, but he got injured. He's not number one now. I mean, once he had those injuries, he's not
okay. Hold on. Well, I don't know his average when he was hot, but anybody can get 20 points a game would be in the consideration of being a number one. In the consideration, I'm just trying to get the definition of what you consider to be a number one.
I felt like Wall
couldn't all. You have to do it all to be a number one because there's a lot of players that are one-sided. Like, can we technically say LeBron is a pure shooter with what he's doing right now?
Yeah, what he's doing right now, he's just shooting.
We're not talking about in your latter years.
But he's 37 years old or 38 years old.
So that's a part of the criteria.
Yeah,
you want him young. He has to hit the rack. He has to have great ball skills. He has to shoot. He has to do all those things. And I think that is, quote unquote, what the unicorn's name will go for anybody like that because those are hard to find. I don't think
these guys are coming out of college though, just one by one every year. Somebody get a new one coming out of college. Who's
a new one coming out of college every year?
A point guard like that?
No. Okay, so now we're talking just point guard.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying point guard because those are the names you mentioned. Well,
right. But I'm just saying that to say
I believe a true number one doesn't come out every year, every so often.
No, they don't.
They don't. I think there's a big boy. It's a 7'3" dude right now that I think is going to have a really hard chance to be number one if he stays healthy. He's a KD
7'3".
Yeah, he's from France. He's in G League right now, dominating.
You on that dude.
That dude's tight, man. You ever seen him?
No, I haven't seen him.
So are we going big boy ball?
People are tanking for him. They say the Lakers are tanking for him. Let's say everybody's saying the Lakers are tanking for him.
I don't know. Unless they're gonna trade somebody, they're gonna have enough room on that team.
Nah, I think they're gonna get rid of AD. AD is done because his back is gone.
Yeah, he hurt already again.
Yeah, he's out. AD's gone. Your boy LeBron is probably gonna hang on just to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron sells tickets, but he's not the same.
He waiting for Bronny to come out. He gonna force the Lakers to draft his son.
Yeah, of course.
Well, listen, we play Memphis tonight, man. We're on a 3-game win streak without Bill. He don't play again tonight because he's getting into basketball shape. But we're going for our 4th win in a row. This is gonna be a tough one. It's another home game. We got a nice little home stretch here coming up. So I think we can get him. I think we can get him.
Too.
So I say so as well. And if we do, then what does that say?
It just says we got him early.
Okay, so Trey Z, the coach is saying, because your boy Kuz wants to be the number one option. He's been pushing hard. He came on TV twice, said he should be the number one option. So he's trying to be the alpha dog in the clubhouse. But the coach is saying something different. The coach is saying, nah, I want to have 3 options. You know what I'm saying? That makes our offense diversified. I just don't want to go to Kuzi than let Kuzi works it. I'd rather go, Bill. He's still talking about going Bill first, and then Unicorn, then Kuzi.
The owner's talking going Bill first.
Yeah, probably so. Because he's paid Bill all that money.
Right, you better, I better see him touch the ball first. Now, I don't care what you do throughout the game, but he better touch the ball first, bare minimum.
And listen, and Bill's an automatic 25 points. You know, come on, let's just be honest.
Okay.
He's automatic 25.
So this is what I'm saying. If Bill's 25, Porzingis is 20, and Kuzi is probably the only one that I see doesn't necessarily guarantee you 20 points, but it depends on how he plays. I saw Kuzma do something the other night that I was amazed because he actually took it all away. He went coast to coast, and I don't ever see him do that. The Wizards have a tendency to, when we get up, we start shooting threes. We're still not pure shooters, though we might hit it every now and then, but we're not pure shooters on the from the three-point line. I don't know why. They just won't step up, take the two. They don't want to go into the paint. They don't like to play bully ball. We don't have anybody aggressive. I love the fact that Rui and how he's playing coming off the bench seems to be doing pretty good. He also is acting a little more aggressive. As soon as Porzingis caught that dunk off the glass,
He's all right.
he turned around, did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And that was just something that was amazing to me to see them. And the coach said, hey, I want to see more in the paint play, which is what we've been screaming about.
What's up, Hawk?
What's up, Hawk, man? Welcome. Take it to the rack, man. We got to take it to the rack. So, Al,
Kispert finally missed.
The coach is saying a lot of different things, man. I just don't see him being consistent. It's like I don't know. I
felt like that, like you just said, the coach had to say Bradley's going to be the number one because the owners, you know what I'm saying?
It's like when I tell my daughter, "Oh, you want me to spend all this money on this? You better be playing with it or using it every day."
Who wants Bradley with all that big check? Bradley got that big check. I don't know if anybody.
I think we can get the Lakers to do it, man. I think we get the Lakers, man.
They gonna want to give us one of them old dudes, though. I don't want none of them old dudes.
Yeah, we don't have another point guard. We don't have a listen. As non-dominant as I think Bradley is, he can get a shot at the elbow anytime he wants, man. That's his shot. So unless we can find somebody who is comparable to the team, not just another guy, you know. Unless you're gonna give me your number one pick and I can guarantee you being sorry that year. Even that, I still wouldn't trade him. At this point, you got what you got. You might as well build around him for the next 5 years, see what happens, and just start over again when that's over. I wouldn't trade him. Hawks, he 95% ready to trade. Listen, don't be a victim of circumstances right now. Seeing what's happening on this 3-game win streak, man, because we can go 3 trashy games real fast.
Yeah,
we're good with that. We're good with playing down to competition.
We can play the train wreck real fast.
I just don't see anybody that was willing to pay Bradley that big check where he just signed. You know what I'm saying?
Realistically, Al, you're right. We stuck.
I'm kind of stuck with him.
Realistically, we stuck with him.
Well,
Randy Ford. Mike Miller.
Hey,
did we make that trade one time?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't even know who.
I don't even remember that, man. I remember Mike Miller had that bad back. I know that.
Yeah, that's the kind of player we used to get back in the
day.
Hey,
what's up with my man, the haircut Dinwiddie, out there balling like he knows how to play now?
Balling out like he on contract year. It must be a contract year. Check his contract.
His contract.
We know we're not winning the championship. Hey, tell you one thing, the Grizzlies got to do. He playing bully ball against us. He just muscled on your man. What's the big Australian dude? He muscling your man.
Oh yeah. You mean what's his start with S, right? S.
Yeah. Big Australian dude.
Yeah.
He muscling.
But, you know, that's the knock on Porzingis though. He doesn't have any. He's not strong down low. So to play 5,
but that jumper's wet though. When he gets it going, that jumper's
when that jumper's hitting, boy, he can pull you out.
He can shoot, but I I just get tired of seeing him so far out there all the time. I need to see him a little bit more mid-range, man. A little
stretch
pump
five.
fake, take it to the rack a couple times. Just so
that's true though. I mean, but he can listen. I seen it. He was yesterday. He was posting up. I mean, posting up meaning
No, he played more paintball than I've seen him play all year. All of them did because the coach said to do it. So that's a good sign. I hope the coach keeps the same thing tonight. We need to attack the paint a little bit more because we get gas fast. I don't know if y'all noticed that. We get tired. We start to slow down because we had them, man, like about 20 points, and they just walked it back on us, and we watched them do it in like 30 seconds. It was like crazy. I was like, here we go. Fourth quarter, man. They either get us, somebody call timeout, please, and get somebody out there, because these guys is tired, and they would just run us down, man. It's crazy.
Well, as the game's going now, it's still early, but we're gonna try to get this one today. I mean, they got a couple good players, man, that can get their shot in.
Well, the good thing is Jai is not playing. He's taking a rest day.
No, yeah, but Desmond Bain is rough too, man.
Yeah.
That dude can play.
So we're not going to see how we reacted to the big Jai, huh?
We are not.
Everybody comes at us like we scrubs, man. That's
and I know. We the rest game.
It's a rest day.
You have to handle the Wizards. That's sad, ain't it?
That's all right. We'll take them as we can get them though. We'll see you in the playoffs.
That's how I hope. I know this is not football. That's how I hope Philly tomorrow night does Washington, because we're gonna beat the brakes off them. They do.
Let's hope so. That sounds good to me, man.
Hey, Deacon, before we go, man, your boy Denny got 6 already.
Huh? Yeah.
Your boy Denny.
He done. He's like your boy number 88. What's his name? I forget. Armani Rogers. He gets a couple points. He's gone. He ain't gonna see nothing else for him today.
Hey, man, he got
good ball last night, man.
He played good last night. Yeah, we'll say that. He played good last. But it's hard to call somebody good when he has one game like, hey, even then he had a good game. That's not good. All right, fellas, let's get out of here, man.
Let's get out of here.
Hawk TV, man. Thanks for coming on and hollering at the old guys, man. We really do appreciate you showing up, champ.
Hey, man, like and subscribe, man. We love the Wizards. We're going to be back and forth with these Wizards all season.
That's right.
We are Wizards fans, so look out for the Wizards broadcasting we're going to be doing, y'all.
Shout out to Wiz Takes on Twitter, man. We talking some things, y'all. You might see something coming very soon.